G'day guys, my man Clan. I'm driving and thinking and driving, and I thought, well, why don't you bloody record this and get some feedback from the people that are not in your head, they're outside of your head, and they might have some answers that I don't. And the thing I'm thinking about is, this is going to be a long format, chatty thing, so I don't know how long it's going to go for, probably about 10-15 minutes. Anyway, whatever, get on with it. Someone I know recently got a phone call from their credit card company saying, oh, you know, someone's unauthorized using your account, unauthorized $5,000 being spent on your account, and we just want to check. And the person's like, oh my God, no way, what's going on? And she rang her husband, he's like, I don't know, blah, blah, and they checked it out, and I finally figured out what happened was the way they set up their household. They've got a whole bunch of kids, and they've got like an iPad everyone shares, and the dad's iPhone account, whatever it's called, the Apple account, the Apple ID, what's it called, the Apple thing. Anyway, the thing that you log into when you make purchases, in-app purchases, is a thing, Apple, I think it's called Apple ID. Anyway, finally figured what happened. He did some Apple update, something would happen, and in the process, it unlocked the iPads, all the devices that he was logged into, and therefore the kids who were like 6 years old, and the other one's 8 or something, they're young. These are not teens. These are kids. And they've been playing a game called War Robots or Robot Wars or something, and they racked $5,000 worth of purchases. It's oh my God. But anyway, apparently the good news is that the company Steam, I think Steam does it. Anyway, they have a way of honouring a situation where kids get hold of credit cards and make unauthorised purchases, and so they will be getting a refund. But I was just blown away by the amount. I mean, yes, guys, I admit I'm out of the loop. All right, all I know is there's a number of very few games I've ever actually played. I play them obsessively. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know what's going on there in the scene right now. The last game I got was, I think, TF2. I tried Fortnite for about 2 hours. Yeah, it's a whole other story. So I don't know much about what happened in these games. I never understood this. You buy things in TF2. I know you purchase in-app purchases in TF2, which is like $3.99 for a hat. I think there's like rare items or something. But I thought, how the hell could you spend $5,000 on a game? And I looked it up online. I had a bit of a read, and they've got, you build robots or something, and you, from what I understand, you have bunkers. Is that what they call them? And you can purchase this one, and they're like prices like $150. The way it works is you start playing the game, and as you play, as you get victories, I assume, was it time played or victories? I'm not sure. Anyway, and then you earn stuff in the game which allows you to buy things. And I assume the things you buy give you an advantage in the game, in the gameplay. Because TF2, from what I understand, hats were just cosmetic. It's just a cool thing to buy, or a cool thing that no one else has got. I think you'd also get weapons, and they were cool weapons, but I don't know, I mean, maybe I should Google this, but I'm assuming the weapons they're not going to let you win because of it. They're just individual weapons, or maybe a rare weapon or interesting weapon, but it's not like, hey, I can't win this game because Jimmy got this new super weapon that he bought, or, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I can't believe that there's that much money to spend on a game, as in that they're asking people to pay these exorbitant prices. B, people are actually paying these prices. I mean, I did a bit of Googling, and some guy was saying, well, I've spent like thousands of dollars. I don't know, but I was just like, you got to be kidding me. Thousands? I mean, I don't understand this. So I don't know how much money they're making, or obviously they're making money. I don't know how this works. I mean, even TF2, which is freeware, freemium, there's a word for it. Anyway, it's free to play and you can purchase in-app purchases. Anyway, I'm just like, geez, man. I had a look at this game, by the way, this Robot Wars, just to see what it looked like. I saw the trailer. It wasn't anything special. I didn't go, wow, look at that. What an amazing new concept. What an amazing idea. Look at those graphics. It's just spectacular. I don't get it. It looks good. It looks modern. And yeah, what this is all coming down to is, why is AGR struggling to get 32 people a week, which I think is absolutely a devastatingly amazing gameplay. And meanwhile, you've got people spending thousands and thousands of dollars and spending their time playing these games, which, I mean, I had a look at this Robot Wars game and it just, I think you move with your left. I couldn't figure out the movement because it's played on iPad, so there's no mouse. But it didn't look, with other FPSs, I can see the skill, the twitch response, and also kids are playing it, so how difficult can it be? When I say kids, I don't mean 13, 14. I mean 6, 7, 8. All right, so let's blame the older brother. Okay, he's 8. He's not 10. Anyway, so I'm confused. Marketing, I mean, even the Fortnite phenomenon really confused me. I walk into some game store and there's a book on Fortnite strategy. I'm like, geez, this is a whole industry here. And again, I'm just having a sip of that old Greek coffee, the frappe. Have you looked it up yet on the internet? Anyway. So yeah, I don't understand these games. I mean, it's not even jealousy, because jealousy would be if the game was better. So look at that, that's much more fun than AGR. That looks so much better. I can see why people would rather play that. But this is like, this looks... I saw a video on YouTube. So I go on YouTube, I think, let's look at a video to watch people play it. Let's look at it from the point of view of someone who loves it, millions of views. And it just showed this guy picking the robot, which one he wanted, what features he wanted on it. And then it deployed. And it was very slow. It was very slow and very... There was no... The enemies were distant. So you shoot at the enemy, like the robot enemies, from the distance. So there wasn't any satisfying, when you kill someone, to watch them blow up or blood or something, a payoff. So that was particularly exciting. Like I said, the robots don't look that amazing. The graphics are not, There was one that was like an urban streetscape I saw. It was slow. That's the other thing. It was slow. It wasn't like action-packed and there was no personality. TF2's got personality at least. Even though I don't like the fact that the preset character's personalities override your own. You don't really express yourself. You are playing the scat, but the scat is doing all the talking. I was originally actually had this idea to put AGR to put actually voices for the bots. But then I thought, no. I want the bots to reflect their own. I don't want their personalities to override the. Anyway, I don't get into that right now. But let's get back to what I'm talking about, which is that why these games are so huge. How do games get to be huge? I mean, these are big questions. I don't know. Someone said that the reason the Fortnite's huge is because it was like this other game but free. And everybody got into it because it was free. But again, I'm not talking huge here. I'm talking mega huge, We're talking millions and millions and millions of people playing it. So, you would think with all these... Okay, this has been an ongoing thing with AGR. You'd think with all these millions and millions and millions of players around the world, especially for something huge like Quake, that there wouldn't be 32 people playing every week. So it's quite intriguing and annoying. Yeah. So anyway, that's it. That's my thoughts of this. I guess what is the question I'm asking? I don't know. I'm just throwing this out here. This is what I'm just sharing my thoughts, guys. And yeah, I'm speaking from a position of ignorance. I've not played these games. Maybe if I played them and I got into them, I'd be saying, "Oh no, you don't get it because you can do this and because you can do that." My brief experience playing Fortnite, I didn't like the gathering aspect. You land, you got to gather. You got to start chopping things to build. I didn't see that's what's exciting about that. I don't want to build things. I want to face enemies. And the gathering thing, I think, is to get all psychological on you. It's kind of like female energy. We're men. We're hunters. We're not gatherers. I know chicks like the gathering thing, but we're built to hunt. And I don't know. I don't get it. And maybe that's a fault in me that I should... If I got into these games, if I tried it more and gave it another go, I'll get into it and I'll say, oh, that's what's good, and that'll change my perspective, and then it'll give me more ideas and I'll change it. But I don't know, man. So yeah. Is AGR destined to be a small little niche thing? Or, which as I've said in the past, I'm happy with, but the trouble is things move on, and I hate the idea of there's like 5 players that are like the core. If these players died, AGR would be finished. Well, it would struggle. Maybe it would survive. I don't know. But definitely there's 10 core players that absolutely would be finished. I don't even like saying that. So this is why we need to get new players in. Anyway, so I guess as this all comes down to is how do we get more players? How do we bring new players in? And looking at these examples of games which have zillions of players, and as I've said, it's not that I can handle it. I don't mind being, a small fish, but not that small. You know what I mean? If they got 100,000, 50,000 players, then all right, I'll give me 30. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. All right. Meanwhile, Rocktober. Sorry, I'm getting close to my destination now, and I'm getting all had a full-on day. 2 September this Saturday, and no, I don't think we're going to get 32. I don't really care. An interesting game this week. It was Rock 2 we played, the last weekly AGR session, and we got was it 16 people? It was a lot. I was just like, whoa. A bunch of people appeared. Blast from the past. Even the old gay journalist showed up. But the gameplay wasn't that good. So it was really like, oh, look at that. We've had better games. It felt like a 2 versus 2. So it's not the numbers of people in the game, it's the amount of game in the players. Ooh, better right hand turn now, and I've got both hands full. Yeah. So, anyway, look, I'm sure it'll be great. 2 September, the last big game of the year. Don't know how many we'll get, but it'll be big. It'll be fixed a few bugs during the week. The bots are looking good, and yeah. Now I've got a manoeuvre, and I've got the phone in my left hand and the coffee. Actually, let me push the phone. That's my park. Okay, let's do this. And I'm turning right, entering the driveway, and I'm at the destination. Thanks for joining me, guys, on this little car ride. Engine off. And yeah, I hope you're having fun. I hope you're having a great week, and I hope to see all of you at 2 September. Break. 2 September this Saturday, the 22nd. 2300 GMT, the last big game of the year, and can't wait. And yeah, and also this it is bot compatible. Someone came up with a one bot clan. That'd be ABC. One bot clan. It's funny. All right, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you on Saturday.